Like my academic journey maybe started from when I was very uh, like elementary school or like that age because when I became full professor, I just called my mother and told her that uh, I became full professor. Then she said, "You made me crazy when you were in the elementary school. You write all over the walls and doors and anywhere. That's like Professor Dr. Yasin Orooji." So it was even I didn't remember. She told me uh, in 2020 uh, when I became full professor in Nanjing Forestry University. And in this journey, many people like uh, have contribution, especially people who worked in my group, uh, students, also many teachers from like I obviously remember that's our middle school science teacher uh, was very uh, like impactful in my uh, research like ambition. He like motivate us and he had many experiments. And I just last month met him and I found him after 5 years of searching. So he also clearly remembered me and he said you have written many good essays and he kept them. It was very nice because I didn't remember that I have written essays in my middle school. And in this journey, many people have contributions. Like I can tell, except family, uh, many professors, uh, deans, like my PhD dean, Professor Fani, my faculty dean in first station, uh, Professor Mei Chantung, also here, Professor Lin Hongjun, have their special impact. Also here we have many colleagues, many uh, people who have contribution, uh, especially like in our college. Maybe I can mention some of them, like Professor uh, Chen Lico is very effective that I moved to here. Also, my supervisor uh, had very incredible effort to raise me to this stage, Professor Jin Wanqi, and also uh, like who led me here was a friend of my friend, uh, Professor John, who was the dean of uh, College of Environmental Science in Nanjing Tech University, and also his friend was Ami Razpur. They let me come to China and join Professor Jin's group. And also my former tutors in bachelor degree, uh, and also Professor Maksudi, and also my master's degree, Professor Yuzbashi and cousins. They had their own impact, but many other people, like when I was master student, I had a PhD student in my group. He always gave me very good uh, ideas, like His name is Dr. Yadullah Ganjpanlu, and he did several postdocs in Europe, and he's currently in Netherlands. Then uh, in this, like, there are several people. Let me start from my group. Uh, Professor Ehsan Qassali, who was like in uh, touch with me from my master's degree. And after a while, he joined my group, and now he is full professor in Shandong. Also, we have several postdocs and PhDs. They have their own group, like uh, uh, Professor Salim Reza from Pakistan. He's working in our university now. Uh, Professor Asif Hayat, he is now in Bilishwe University. Uh, there are too many people, so if I want to mention, I can exceed the 30 minutes because I can remember them one by one. If you like, I can make this list more complete, and I can also refer to some of them if you want to, or like an interview with them as well, like Professor Hassan Karimi Maleh, who was highly cited researcher for several years in different categories, and also Professor Omid Manian. He's very, like, I think, second level professor in Ningbo University. And he's one of the top talents of international level of China. Also, Professor uh, Ali Reza Khatai, he's very uh, like top tier level leader, and I really inspired from him a lot. He is a professor in Turkey and Iran also, and several professors came out from his group all over the world. And there are people like Professor Masood Salawati, Professor Mahmoud Nasrullahzadeh, who also uh, taught me a lot. And also we have maybe about 18 papers together, SCI papers, several students. Um, uh, for example, I can name Professor Dirioli, Enrico Dirioli, who passed away at the end of last year. He was one of the leaders in the like field of membrane science, one of the like first generations of this major. And I think one of the most important was uh, Professor Gongping Liu when I was in Nanjing Tech. As I mentioned, I want to emphasize on Professor Jia Xiang. He is now director of discipline construction division of Nanjing Tech. And many, I think I also forgot many, but from my top students, I can and group members, I can mention some of we like they made a great contribution. Uh, for example, uh, I think Prof Sen Godam from India, who is now working in our group, and we have many future researcher. I think Su Xiaoxian, who is very hardworking nowadays in our group, maybe future professors that I would recommend to be interviewed someday. And also Mohoza Claudine, uh, she's from Zimbabwe, but she's going to continue her education in uh, United States. Uh, and also one of the hardest work in my group is Liu Ming. He's very well disciplined and hardworking. I think these three would be professors, and I hope to call them someday a professor in the field. And also from my current colleagues, I think I can mention some of them, like uh, mm, Professor uh, Zhang Rui, who is like elaborating our work in the field of geoscience as well. Because I think maybe we'll ask about interdisciplinary working. So I want to mention some of our colleagues here, then shift to the next question, because for sure I will forget some of them. Uh, like here we have like Professor Li Bishen, Professor Hong Hua Chang. Also, we have like Professor Li Renjie, Zhang Meijia in our college, Yu Haiying, Zhao Dieling, many, Song Hongjie, uh, many people contributed, and it's not only on my name, and also we have very good vice team, and his name is Jaja. He's very helpful to setting up our lab in the Geonormal universe. Also, I can share like our lab status, like the view of our lab and some group photos, if you like. Everything in the science and technology is related to the material. So from my master's degree, even from my bachelor's, I'm working on nanomaterials. So the core of our research is basically nanomaterial, and like water is one of the applications, and we have like catalysis for water, also sensors for water, and also membranes and adsorbents. So these are all related to membrane materials, like some materials as a sensor, electrochemical sensors, also physical sensors, and also we are using some like membrane materials for water purification and adsorbents to uh, take the pollutions, and we can reuse them after collecting them. So the core is material science, and I think everything is material. Even we recently started to work on some like literature studies, like people who are working on some psychology or even different fields, how to employ our materials or environmental issues on their aspects. And one of them is very related to the journal name, but because it's not published yet, so I would not say the title of that thesis. But my point is many things are related to materials, and nanomaterials can be coated, can be added as a like additive, and also would be the main part of the uh, matrix of that material. So it depends on the application. And let me show our lab to you. Like this is a part of the lab. Uh, let's see that video. This is my office at the end, and also I can show you some like pictures of the people that I've made named, like my supervisors and codes, and also my uh, group in this university and some affiliations that support us. I think one of the main things that happen uh, when I become the like independent faculty member was using some uh, accessible material. Like we worked on some old fruits for fabricating nanomaterials, and they become not only highly cited hot fire papers, they become top tier papers, research fronts that people followed, and many people interested and worked on that, and they also cited us to become highly cited. So I think accessible uh, research is also will be uh, uh, like promoted by the society, and many people interested to promote those science, those papers. Promotion is like sharing on some social media, and also for this regards, we are a unique group for designing 3D designs. Like our group published more than 6 papers with impact factor over 20 in 2025 only. So these are like very unique in design of graphical abstracts and many other features. Like for some papers, we use video abstracts, and these are 3D and very short to show what is happening because people don't have time to read your paper. So our motivation is just if somebody want to scroll down, just within 5 to 7 seconds, we conduct the idea and the content of the paper to them. So this is one of the uh, promotion reasons of our papers. And for writing, I think motivation and competition in the group is other factor. When you make one role model, the others will follow him or her to uh, become excellent. So this is another, and also uh, wide variety of nations in our group is one of the unique uh, points that could be mentioned, and also vast network because my father was a university professor and also my mother, and we have like teaching family, so we have a lot of network within their connections and their friends' children. So we all become professors and teachers. So we have vast network all over the world to collaborate with old friends. When we were like preparing for the uh, entrance exam of university, uh, I was resting with two of my friends and they asked which major you want to study, and I said material science. Then they said why? I said if I can find a new material, I will make a great contribution. At that age, like I was thinking I will become rich. So uh, my motivation is to find new materials. So I'm working on some like new compositions, and our lab is making 1,000 new compositions per year. Maybe 70% of them are never published. So this is one of the reasons of our multidisciplinary work. So we send it out for uh, like some other uh, functions, like each group has one uh, like catalysis or one topic to do or two topics. So we send it out to outsource these samples. And with these regards, we have a lot of things to say about the future because many interdisciplinaries are yet to be merged. So there are several space to be promoted. But like something is related to your journal, I think nanoplastics will be top like uh, cited field in the future because we have to use plastics and they will become nanoplastics. So I think one of the future uh, concerns will be effect of nanoplastic and being affected by them in our body. Maybe 3 months ago, I found a letter or comment on science. They found in some organs nanoplastics in organs, and it is existing in our body, and we should study how it would affect our health or our nerves or even behavior. This is one of the things that I think is about your journal. It would be multidisciplinary. Also about water, I think we have very good space in seawater desalination using the sunlight, and these are abundant natural sources. So I think because of the concerns of water, these two are hot topic, but mainly we are working on synthesizing some composites without thinking about only application. But the nature of synthesis is beautiful itself and finding new structures. This is one of the biggest motivation in our group. I think because we are younger journal, we need to invite some like highly cited researchers to uh, contribute to the journal. And also, we can hold some conferences, especially we have two sites in China. Um, uh, by having conferences, we will receive many papers, and it will feed the journals in continuous way. And also, our university has a very good space for hosting in near the uh, uh, West Lake in Hangzhou to host the conference if it could be promoted by both affiliations of the journal and Zhejiang Normal. And that place also hosted Asian Games last year, I think. And it is very good to have conferences. Also, I think journal can have its own TV. And nowadays we have a lot of uh, internet TV, and we can promote all the papers in video aspect, like what some journals like GOV are doing. But it's not enough, so we need to promote to the uh, public, not only scientific people. So having TV is important. Also, we can work on email marketing of uh, papers to promote it to the recent authors of Nature, Science, ACS, RSC, Wiley, and Elsevier, and other publishers uh, in related journal. I think we need to work on Chinese broadcasting in other medias like Twitter and LinkedIn as well. And there are several ways to promoting the journal. Like one of them is having meetings, a regular meeting, like not too many, but I think once a season, like 4 times a year, is good. And also, if we have conferences, we can do it uh, in during the conference, or before and after the conference. So uh, we should be in touch to merge our capabilities. Uh, many other ways, like many journals using special issues, but special issues need some good training about ethical uh, like issues, and teach the editors how to treat the papers, how to invite the authors, and make it more ethical.